You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode 91, part of our Shocktober special, woo, for 2016. Brain Genie.
You two quack me up.
All right. So, you have explored the tunnel. You've explored the prison.
Back to the bats.
Where would you like to go from here?
To the Bat Cave!
Cavern.
Sorry, legally distinct.
Who's going to pick up the kid?
Dee-dee-da-da, dee-dee-da-da. I would like you to keep track of who's carrying the kid because it'll matter when you all fall into a pit.
Oh.
I'm not that strong, so it can't be me.
I have a strength of 12. I could. I feel like Gruther's probably the strongest, but I don't think he should be carrying the kid because he'll probably be in hand-to-hand combat more if we end up in another fight with something.
He doesn't look like he'd make a very good cudgel.
Mm-hmm. Now, you do also...
Zenrich, what's your strength?
My strength is 11, and I'm as an archer, I'll probably be hanging back anyway, which means I won't be hand-to-hand.
You should carry your charge, your young ward, to the Batcave.
My friend,
Although,
all right.
Now, you
aren't
do
you a
have
halfling?
Oh, that's right, I am a halfling.
How about I carry the kid?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Zal.
No problem. I mean, as funny as that would be to watch you,
strong.
He's sturdy. He's just, he's not very tall.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, as an archer, you kind of, I think, need to be able to use both hands probably a little bit more than I do, maybe.
Now, I will tell you, you have a tactical choice to make here. I believe you're still in the Batcave. There's still 3 arcane sentinels. Cavern. Yep, totally different. Because you've never, ever dealt with them, even though you've now crossed through this area twice and are coming back for a third try. There's also the question of, are you heading out the side door that takes you back to the side yard of Savoth Manor? Or are you going to head up to the laboratory?
I thought we'd go up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking, too.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That sounds...
Let's see if
we know we can't get in the front door, so what's the point of going back out?
Well, we could go see the gaze box, I guess, but...
We could go talk to the ghost in the gazebo.
That's true, but then we have to get past more bat statues.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was assuming we would go back into the manor, but...
Let's go back into the manor.
I'm a fan of that.
All right.
There's also less sentries to get past.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to do that Arcana thing.
Do we want to try just ignoring the one to the left, since everybody can kind of move past its area of effect in one move? Okay. All right, then, Anya, do you want to go first, move toward the one to the right, try to deactivate it?
Sure.
Don't stand near the edge of the cliff.
Now, you may want to make a decision about whether you're just going to try and, because I know I don't want to spend forever in the Bat Caverns. I feel like we spent a lot of part of the adventure in it. So I guess there is the question of whether are you doing your strategy to, again, just try and get through it, or disable them so that you could move around this area more freely. That's up to you guys.
I think we just want to get through it.
Okay.
I mean, I could move and try an Arcana check, and then you guys could book it no matter what.
Right.
Could
we run? I mean, if we just run past it at full speed, we may be able to run through its range. I just don't know if it's going to zap us as we run past it.
Well, keep in mind, you basically know, right, that it has a 5 square range, right? So you need to be able to move at least, so it's 10 squares across from one side of the range to the other side of the range.
Yeah.
If you can't run more than 10 squares, you're not going to be able to do it.
Right.
I think everybody has a speed that's at least 5, right?
Right, and then you throw in you could
4.
run,
mm-hmm.
and that's
I'd say most of you
14.
Most of you should be able to move 14 squares. That's probably enough to just sort of zip by before it gets a chance to actually.
Can Gruther do that? I assume Gruther is the slowest.
I have a speed of or a move of 5, so I can do it.
Okay, let's just say you guys do it.
Yeah, we'll skip through this.
I don't want to spend forever. We'll say that
we've done the back caverns.
You're getting really practiced at doing it. Well, Anya does a quick temporarily disables one. You guys make it across without too much trouble.
Yay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let's not. Yeah.
Welcome back to the laboratory.
Yep.
Ooh.
Still staying away from the jam.
And then
So there's still cabinets with jam. There's still a slab with an occupant. They're no longer vials because remember, you're all carrying mysterious vials with little
That's right.
icons on the labels. Anyone feeling thirsty?
also for the record,
Maybe?
DMs, I figured out how to move my character, which is good.
Oh, good.
That's good.
I'm sort of tempted to.
I like
see
it
if we
when,
could
when people are tempted. What are you
we
tempted
could
by?
flip a switch and turn on a Frankenstein. I'm kind of curious about that.
Well, you could do that, but I believe it. I think
It doesn't have a
Notice
brain.
it does not have a brain.
we discussed last time. It
Oh.
seemed like it might be incomplete,
All right. Well, then never mind.
but that's a situation you could investigate.
There were also a number of brains that I don't know how closely you looked at them.
Yeah.
We just noted that they were brains. Lots of brains.
Where are the brains?
In the jam
brains
cabinet.
Are in the jam cabinet in jars.
Are they labeled?
I can't remember
Were they
them being labeled. I did ask specifically if one of them was labeled Abby normal, and
they
was told
are-
no.
They are labeled. So we're gonna say you spend you take a moment to open up the jam cabinet.
The jam cabinet, yeah.
Which again, it's a cabinet that seems to be artificially chilled. It's kind of frosty.
Yep.
Inside there are racks of brains because we like to rack our brains when we play D&D.
Wow, wow.
You're welcome. There are in fact 24 brains. They're all labeled with a nice little kind of masking tape labels, Sharpie. They all have
sure.
first initial and last name. Now I could read these 24 names.
But it will be so much easier to just show them to you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, look at that.
And if any of you want to remark on some of these, and for our listeners, but I don't think our listeners need to
If you
hear.
click on it, it'll zoom in on it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a history check and see if I know any of those names. 23. Any of those
23
names sound familiar?
is pretty good.
Other people that have disappeared in town.
No, and in fact, they look strange to you a little bit. They seem unlike most names. If you look at yourself at the list of names that you have encountered as is there? Let's put it this way: Zal does not recognize these names,
Okay.
but perhaps Erica.
I don't. So
I'm a fan
I'm
of
looking at him.
Jack
is
Torrance
this,
and Christine Daae.
It's the 1982 Edmonton Oilers. I don't know.
What? I don't recognize any
I'm
of
guessing it's not because there would be a Gretzky on there and there isn't. Yeah, anybody got anything? No.
these.
All right,
horror
moving
movie
on.
characters?
Maybe.
What makes you say that?
I see J. Torrance, which is bringing me right back to The Shining, and C.
and Harker
Daae,
is from Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Ooh. Well, seems irrelevant to our current mission.
Yes, we're on the clock, people.
We're on the clock.
Up we go.
There are a variety. I forget how much you explored them. There are a variety of texts and notes and other books scattered about on the lab bench on the other side of the laboratory. I forget how much time we've already spent on those, but that's there too.
Not much. We went
We
through pretty
haven't.
fast.
Yeah, I think
I
you
wonder-
guys saw a corpse and decided like, nope.
Yep.
I know that was about it. Right.
So the ghost upstairs was looking for his music. We were supposed to bring him 3 pieces of his composition.
He did say that.
He did not mention a dead body at any point, but one was in a book. Should we do like a cursory look of the books?
I think that's a good idea.
Flip
Look, see if
through.
there's any music in the books.
Yep.
All right, you do that. There's not.
There's not.
Okay.
It's written in a script which I think you would recognize from the library, correct?
Is it?
Oh, the
Is it
demonic.
Abyssal?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. It is. You would recognize it as Abyssal script, but I think we also established that none of you, unfortunately,
No.
read Abyssal.
Panavore tries to make some holy water at this point and forgets how.
Aw.
So,
How do you poke holes in water, guys? Doesn't work.
Yeah, I
Let's
say
go
we mosey.
Upstairs, yeah.
I agree. Let's do it.
Yes.
All right.
Collaborating
Upstairs we
jar.
go. Back
See you later, brains.
into the first floor.
Hey.
Here we are again in the foyer.
I remember this place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Slam. We should maybe go upstairs. I feel like we looked around in the library and the plant room and the ballroom.
It occurs to you that this might be a relatively, I use that word
safe
carefully.
place to drop James.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Let's put him behind this plant. No one will look behind the plant.
See, I would be worried about him just disappearing again and us having to find
tie
him
up
all over again.
And
If I have any reason to believe that's not going to happen, otherwise I'd rather keep just carrying him along.
All right.
There are no assurances in life, though.
I
mean,
don't
unless other people want to talk me out of that. I mean, what do you folks think?
I feel like we're gonna have to come down to the bottom floor to escape at the end.
I agree with that. I'm just worried that when we do, he won't be here anymore.
Yeah.
I'm concerned, yeah.
So I think I would feel safer just carrying him along with us.
All right.
Well, you're the one carrying, so I'll go with you.
All right.
Are you going back upstairs?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we have
Back
to.
upstairs we go to the second floor.
And then we go back downstairs.
I
We're
loathe
cats.
all of you.
We are all cats.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so remind us. There was the Quicksilver fountain, which I put my Morning Star in just for little Quicksilver action.
Yep. I believe there was something else that you. I think we didn't. I don't remember if we described to you or not this other sort of font that you might have walked past.
We saw that it was there, but never took time to investigate.
All right. Well, I will tell you now.
Comic
that
Sans.
it's full of common sense. It's a 4-foot wide, waist level high stone basin that looks pretty much like the basin that contained the silver from before, except this, of course, contains a red viscous liquid, which you are easily able to conclude is blood.
Yeah, I think we did see that and thought it was creepy.
Okay.
And what are the doors off to the right here? What are those doors?
So we should remind our listeners they're on the second floor. There's several sets of hallways that they've explored before, and there's kind of a loop to the second floor of the manor, where with all the rooms are kind of on the interior with a hallway that loops around all of them. There is kind of a wing off to the side, which I believe you briefly explored, where
you can see that this is there are a pair of double doors bathed in a pale blue light. And images of ghostly spirits move back and forth randomly across its surface.
So, and I think this is the one where I heard the rumor that the music would open the door if the musician would play the music. But now we're back in the not having music for our spirit musician.
Did you want to? I believe you did have some. The spirit musician was his name Gavin?
Yes.
Yes. I believe he did. He had some. Though he didn't, he wasn't sure exactly where. He had 3 ideas about where his stuff might have been lost.
Yeah, one of them was in a book. One of them was Deirdre had one, and I don't remember what the last one was. It had fallen out of his vest pocket or something.
It was in his pocket, but he could not. He seemed to be having trouble interacting with his pocket in ghost form.
Mm-hmm. So keep your eyes out for vests.
Always good advice.
Okay.
Vested interest.
Yeah, the best.
All right. So are there any other
you can make.
are there any other doors that we have not gone through? It's hard to tell if this is the edge of a wall.
I think. Have you been? I think you've been in, or at least looked in every room.
I think you did a lot of opening doors and not going into rooms. So to remind you,
you went into the room with you saw the ghostly child and the vortex.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
You briefly remember that. You've been into the storage room with the ladder to the attic. Mm-hmm. You saw there was a door at the top that you pretty sure you need a golden key to enter. I think you poked your head in this storage room. You just didn't really investigate. And then you went into this room down here, which looked like it had some beds and it had a closet with some cages in it and a chest that zapped you.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
And now I will remind you, in the last hour of our last session a year ago, you guys are moving pretty quickly, so there may be some. It may be worth visiting some places more. I don't know.
Yeah.
Follow your heart, because you guys were just like, nope, not this room. Keep going.
Yeah,
And that's fine.
I want to
check out the
investigate
storage room.
this
Yeah.
storage room. Yeah.
To the storage room.
Okay, several crates and other containers are stacked against the southern wall. In the northern corner of the room is a lone crate about 4 feet high with the word fragile written across it in bold black letters.
Is that French?
Must be Italian.
It's Italian. Yeah. Would you like to
perform an inside check? I would love to.
inside check? You would like to go inside?
Yes, I would
He
go
wants to know what's
inside.
inside it.
I want to make a fort out of the box, Dan. That's what I want to do.
Okay, you can do that.
Does it look like it is easy to open this crate?
Yeah.
I open it.
Right.
What could go wrong?
Did somebody roll a perception?
Pointing out that I stayed outside the room on purpose because I've got the kid.
I don't think anybody bothered rolling perception. I think Gruther went in and opened that crate.
I love it.
What's inside the crate, Tony? What's in the crate?
So, Gruther, as you go to open the
Cake.
The great.
Is it a cake?
the crate is a lie. As you go to open the crate opens itself.
I know what this is.
Several dozen slimy black tentacles lash out of the top of the crate and try and pull you into it.
Whoa. That's normal.
See that coming.
Yeah. Dan, I think he's surprised. Why don't you roll a quick attack?
I will do.
I am not surprised.
You're not. Yeah, I knew this was going to happen.
Nothing surprises me.
This had a
This happened
mimic
to a
look about it.
paladin.
We got another action point after that last fight, correct?
I don't think so because there was only one. Well,
but in the same day, we fought the plants.
you fought the plants was your first one, and then you dealt with the ghost. We counted that as an encounter, right?
Oh, okay. So
That
we
was
should have
2.
gotten an.
You
action
get them
point
every 2.
there.
Every 2.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize what qualified as an encounter and what
Yeah.
didn't.
So I think you've done effectively 3 encounters. So you'll get one.
Got it.
Hey, you'll get one after this one.
That's okay. That means I do have an action point. I just didn't realize.
Gruther. Let's see. This is 11. Let's see. 13 versus reflex.
Nope.
Gruther.
No. It does
Scott.
not hit. It does not hit.
Okay.
13 versus reflex. No.
Nope.
Okay.
Why don't you guys roll initiative?
Why don't we? Because we're scared.
Well,
I'm not scared.
He's not surprised. He's not scared.
afraid no tentacles.
Nope. Am I supposed to do something with my initiative or tell you or what's
There is a here. I will add you guys all to the initiative order.
Ugh.
There you go.
Why is my
put it in.
initiative always 11?
Just lucky, I guess, Erica.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like repeating numbers, but a 22 would be better.
Gruther, I think
That's 211.
I'll tell you also because while you're doing this, you also noticed something shiny on the floor near the crate.
Does it look like a shiny key?
He didn't say no. All right.
I'll take it as a no.
Okay. So the tentacles tried to grab Gruther. Gruther was nimbly slipped through their grasps. Zenrik, you're way out in the hall.
I am, and that was...
You heard like a squeal that might have been from Gruther. There's no way to be sure.
It was a
Doors
very
do not
intentional
squeal.
decision on my part. I move 1, 2...
That was my armor.
Your squealing armor.
Squeaking.
I have to oil it.
You can now see a room in which a bunch of tentacles are coming out of a crate.
Great. Am I able to hit it with an arrow from here? Or do I need to be in the room?
Wow.
Whoa, Panavor was dead for a second.
Why do I have a rectangle around me?
I don't know what you mean. I can't see a rectangle.
Think outside the
No.
box, Panavor.
Can he? What do you think, Tony? Can Zenrik put an arrow into it from there?
From the doorway? Yeah, I think it's crowded. I think the other characters are going to have a much harder time hitting a crate from there. But I'd say Zenrich is in the doorway. He's got a view. Try not to hit Gruther.
That is the plan. Let's do a twin strike.
Okay.
It's a 19 versus AC.
Yeah, it's a box.
Well done.
You know, you can never be too careful. All right.
If you can hit a wall, you can hit a box.
Yeah. Callbacks.
Oh god. That is a 4 for my first damage.
Yep.
And 3 for my second arrow.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah.
7 damage.
All right.
The tentacles recoil a little bit and like flail around.
Speaking of the tentacles, I believe they're next.
Good news, they're going to try to grab Gruther again because it didn't work last time, and they're pretty excited about this whole thing.
I can tell.
26 versus reflex.
That will hit.
So here's what happens, Scott. Gruther is going to take some damage to the tune of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
And then you guys notice the tentacles drag Gruther towards the crate and then essentially just swallow him.
Oh,
Gruther is swallowed inside the crate.
Good news, Gruther. You have line of sight on the creature.
Sweet.
And you are also currently dazed, and you're taking ongoing 15 damage. So that's a thing.
It is a thing.
Yikes.
Okay. I forget what dazed means in 4th edition.
You can only
Dazed
take one
means,
action.
Yeah, one action.
All right.
And it is Pandavor's turn.
Also,
Okay.
let's move Gruther. There's now space in this room.
Well,
Yeah, because
I'm
we
gonna-
all want to get nice and close to that box.
I'm going to step up to the box and smack it with my Morningstar.
All right.
All right.
20 versus AC.
That'll hit a box.
And what does the silver do for your Morningstar?
Oh, yeah. What does that do?
Was that to attack or damage or anything?
For the next 8 attacks, the weapon counts as silvered, which could be relevant to certain creatures, especially werewolves.
But it makes no...
Not
does
so much
not help.
boxes. Crates don't care.
Crates don't care.
11 damage on the box.
Okay.
Okay. I shall note that. Okay. Anything else?
I think not.
Anya, you are outside the room.
Can I see from here? Like I'm
No, but you could
I'm right by the
move.
door.
You could well, I don't know what you would
I don't
do.
want to
Did you
move.
see
What
it?
I think they have to get in.
I think you could walk through Zenrik.
Yeah.
Past Zenrik, I should
Yeah.
say. Through is a little disturbing.
There are a lot of ghosts here, but he is not one yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
by the end of the night.
yet.
Spooky.
So remind me, for ranged attacks, how far away should I be?
Not next to it, basically.
Okay.
There's a nice space right in front of Zenrich that's in the room, totally within range of that box.
Yeah, totally within range of that box. Lucky me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Welcome to the
so we're definitely doing Warlock's Curse here.
That box is cursed.
That box is cursed, and
I'm certainly cursing at it.
the Eldritch Blast is pretty good. So I'm gonna say, 12 versus Reflex. It's a box. That's good, right?
That'll hit a box.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a limb and tell you a box's reflex is 5. You have a hard time missing a box. You can do it, but you have a hard time missing a box.
Surprisingly, its will's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a surprisingly willful box. All right, what kind of damage does that do?
Well, all right. 11 plus 7, 18.
18 damage. Wow, that's pretty hefty there.
Okay.
Who's up? Are you anything else, Anya? Are you good?
No, I'm good.
Gruther, you're in a box. You think so. You can't really see anything. It's pretty dark.
You take 15 damage at the start of your turn.
Excellent. I will take minor action to use one of my healing surges.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Zal.
All right. Well, so I can't do anything from outside the room, and I'm carrying this kid, so I don't know what to do.
I'll let you drop the kid as a free action.
Okay. I'll try to set him down gently.
Nope, you can only drop him.
I said drop.
All right. All right. Well,
Sorry, kid.
A lot of child death in Sail Out Theater.
okay. So,
Wow.
so in this room, what's at the south side of the room? Are those places that I could stand or not?
There are some crates in it. It looks like that might be tricky. There is a spot. I would say you could probably fit alongside that barrel.
with the barrel.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That room's getting crowded real fast. Though it'll get empty
Yeah.
again soon, hopefully.
I would. Okay. Set the kid down. I will come here, and I am going to Fire Shroud, which is a close burst 3. Each enemy in burst. I will point that out first.
Are you sure that box is your enemy? It might be your friend.
I was just going to ask Ruther what his armor is made out of.
It's made out of a box right now.
All right. So, do I have? There's Fire Shroud. Okay. So, I'm wreathing my enemy, that box, in flames. And that's a 25 to Fortitude.
Oh, that mixes a... No, I'm kidding. That hits a box.
I was like, wow, the most fortitudinous box ever. All right, so that does 10 points of damage and ongoing 5 fire damage. Save ends.
Congratulations.
And that is 10 fire damage.
You have bloodied a box. I'm not sure what that looks like. Splintered? You've splintered a box.
I've splintered a box.
There's ichor seeping out through the holes in the box. Yeah.
Okay.
That might be Gruther's ichor. We don't know.
Ichor, I don't even know.
I keep my ichor someplace
That's a
else.
Steve Lutz joke.
Sorry. He's here in spirit.
Yes, it is. All right, and I'm also going to, as a minor action, I'm going to use my dragon breath, but I am going to target it to the left of...
Just that?
Into the wall?
Into the wall. Yep.
What about Gruther?
No. Well, Gruther's in the box. I can't see him. As far as I know, he's completely dead. So...
So you're avenging him. You've shifted into vengeance.
Yes, I'm mad now. So that's what's happening. So that is only a 13, but it's versus reflex.
Oh yeah, no problem. No problem.
All right. So 6 more damage to the box. That's it.
That specifically only hits boxes.
Yes.
Box damage.
Is it enemies or creatures?
Well, that one's creatures, but I'm targeting it. It's a blast 3. So can I not target it like into the wall? Or will there be bounce back? Is that what you're saying?
Gruther is inside of it, so there's a chance he might get hit.
I'm willing to take that chance.
All right. How much damage was that again?
6.
Can you roll?
Good news. Boxes, as you might know, are vulnerable to fire.
Yeah, that box is now on fire.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that is good news for some people and bad news for one person. Can you, Zal, could you roll a separate attack on Gruther?
Sure. For the dragon breath?
Yeah.
You have advantage because he's dazed.
But he also has superior cover because he's
actually no. I critically failed that one. So.
Sandbagging.
Yeah, the fix is in. All right.
Hey, well, Gruther, I didn't roll it on the table. I rolled it in front of you. You can all see.
Gruther, good news. You're not on fire. You're just inside a box that's on fire.
Well, if I had to pick, I'd pick that one.
Zal, are you all done?
Yeah, I think that's more than enough.
Zenrik, Zal set the box on fire. There's some ichor. There's some tentacles. Lots going on.
This is what happens when I get upset.
As a free action, I yell, "Duck!" to everyone, and I fire off 2 arrows.
It has a beard.
One is a 28 versus AC. That hits a box. One is a 27 AC. That hits a box.
Correct. Tell us about damage.
Damage. We have... Oh
no!
Great.
Now I'm worried because the doll is in the box with.
Oh no!
You're worried about the doll?
He was really attached to that duck.
That poor bearded duck.
Its beard will be slightly singed, as will mine.
I'm giving Gruther a reverse Viking funeral with a 3 arrow and a 6 arrow, which means 9 total damage to the flaming box.
Alrighty. Man, you really missed out on an opportunity to designate that box as your quarry. Zenrik, are you all done? Zenrik is done.
Yes.
Right? Great.
Yes.
It's a box's turn. What happened on the box's turn, Tony?
Can the box do anything when it's already eating one person?
I don't think so. I think
And
it's
it's on fire.
still munching.
Yeah.
So it takes some ongoing damage, right, Erica?
Yeah,
does
5.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it takes more than that, right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
vulnerable. Good point.
Yeah. All right. The box does not look great. Panavar, you feel like with one good hit, you could dispatch this box.
Sweet. Let's try to have one good hit.
Then you'll have to fight the creature inside. No.
22 versus AC.
That's fine.
All right. Don't even worry about damage. You shatter the box. Gruther and a bunch of tentacles that are no longer attached to anything spill out.
It was 13 damage, by the way.
Yeah.
That was plenty.
Yeah, and You know what, Gruther? You're holding something that you didn't go in there with. Dan, you want to roll on the item thing?
Yeah, we're gonna roll and tell you what you found.
Woohoo! It's my spleen.
I'm
didn't
pretty
have that
sure.
when you went in?
I'm pretty sure you went in there with your spleen, though. Please feel free to correct me if
it's a little
that's
known
incorrect.
fact that every dwarf, when they are born, their spleen is hidden somewhere. Just a second. You have to find it. I will also pick up whatever that shiny thing I noticed earlier was.
Baby. Oh my god, my friend had her baby. Sorry.
Oh, is it a boy? Did they already know what?
They did not know, and in fact, from the name, I do not know a gender.
All right,
okay,
Gruther,
gender's a construct.
in your grubby little hand, clutched there tightly. You
Yes.
open up and covered in ichor. You wipe it off.
Yes.
And there is a lovely golden ring.
Oh,
I was so excited for a second.
I put it
When
on.
you said ring.
You are married to that tentacle monster.
Wow, I am a polygamy is alive here.
Gruther
I'm
gets
married.
around.
Also, note he can never remove that ring.
Yep. Sorry. You're married. That's how it works, right?
Yes.
This is a ring of vitality.
Ooh.
As soon as the
Ooh la
ring is
la.
placed on your finger, your current and maximum hit points increase by 10.
Whoa.
Yowza.
So good
Sweet.
news. It wasn't all bad news.
There's also still a shiny object on the floor, though it's now covered in ichor and box shards.
Less shiny.
I pick it up.
Scott is quick on the draw, people.
I am immediately going back to the kid, just to make sure he's okay.
Gruther, it appears to be a platinum key that seems, as far as you can tell, you don't have it to compare anymore, identical to the one you found in the jail.
Oh,
So maybe we can open up another one of them chests.
that's what I'm thinking.
Now that we know that we can run past that one
To the
sentry.
Batcave.
Do you guys want to do a side trek to open
Yes.
open another chest and come
Yes.
back?
Because
Let's
there
just-
could be a gold key in there, and that seems to be what we need right
And
now.
I will let someone else pick the chest. I picked the first one.
All right, we're consulting our.
Huh?
Yeah, pick something, Dan.
Okay.
There's another talisman fragment. It seems like it fits nicely with the one you already had. You feel like you're at about 50% talisman.
About 50%.
This is like half a pizza.
You find what looks like it's sort of a wacky looking. It kind of looks a little bit like an appraiser's eyepiece that's attached to a headband.
Oh.
It's kind of wacky looking. So it's like a little lens that's attached to a headband.
I don't think that would look good on me.
Well, I've already got a thing on my head. I could put more wacky things on my head if I need to.
You can't. You are already wearing something.
Oh, I'm
wacky
already
on your
wearing
head.
something.
It
Oh,
would
well, then I
clash.
can't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jason,
True. And
basic
so far-
fashion.
That would be a
Everything-
faux pas.
Yeah,
everything
only one
we've-
magic hat. Get it together.
Okay,
Everything
I'm sorry.
we have put on, we cannot take off.
Before you
so-
leave the house, take off one magic item, Coco Chanel.
What does it do? I'm sorry, I was distracted.
We haven't told
apologize.
you what it does. It's
Oh,
we
you
know
haven't
what it
told
look
me.
like.
somebody has to
Try
put
it on. Try it on, Anya.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right. Anya, you are now wearing an oculus of perception.
Like 3D?
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
crazy 3D. Woo!
The world you were
Fourth
already
dimension?
viewing was already 3D, just to point out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misgave. I gave you the wrong name. It's an oculus of comprehension.
Ooh.
Okay.
I typed something wrong.
I wasn't going to say it.
I know what I did.
You feel like you understand a lot of things that you didn't understand before.
Like abyssal?
Maybe.
No.
Yeah, actually, you might understand abyssal.
You understand that box that was marked fragile was fragile.
Whoa. This is powerful magic.
Okay, so
You can
okay.
understand any and all written languages.
okay. Cool. Cool.
I will point out there is a laboratory with all kinds of spooky books in it. There's an attic with all kinds of spooky books in it.
There's
There's
a
whole library full of spooky books
Well, we
waiting to
have
kill
to-
you now that you can read them.
Books are us.
We have to go through the lab to get back to here, with an Anya that's already wearing the thing. I'm just saying.
That's true.
maybe
You
wanna
already
peek at a
were on
couple
your
of
way
the
back up. Did you
books.
want to look at Did you want to look at some of the those books now that you feel like you can read?
Yeah,
I heard a reliable rumor.
Since they're on the way.
All right.
I heard a reliable rumor
tell
that
you.
You should take a look. It's in a book.
So
It's a reliable rumor.
of all the things on that workbench, let's just say we're back in the laboratory for the moment. No need for us to do the whole map thing. You find one document that's of particular interest. It appears to be a medical journal. And as you read through this abyssal, which you can now read, you discover there is a chronicle of experiments performed on all sorts of living creatures. Some of these experiments sound very simple. Others sound barbaric. In almost every case that one of these experiments was conducted on a living person, that person either became homicidal, extremely violent, or clinically insane. And in every single case, there is one note written simply after the end of the experiment: terminated.
Crew expendable.
You also happen to notice that there is a list of names in that experiment. Like in each of those experiments has a name next to it.
Would it correspond to the names of the brains?
Fascinatingly enough, it does. There is only one name that doesn't show up anywhere in the journal.
Jimmy?
And that is?
It is H. Clerval.
But there is a brain for that one?
But there is a brain for that one. I will once again show you the list of brains.
Maybe we should load that dead body up with that brain and flip a switch.
It's
Just
tempting.
like putting
tempting.
a disc in a Commodore 64.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to
Shift, command, reset.
If it doesn't work, we'll take out the brain and blow on it and put it back in.
That's not sanitary. First, you have to insert the brain in a game genie, and then you have to put that into the
Then we'll
body.
get unlimited lives.
It's a brain genie.
I feel like we should do it. What do you think?
What's the worst that could happen?
It might give us. It
well,
might wake up and give us a gold key, or tell us where to find the gold key.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm all for it if y'all
I
are.
have been
wanna
wanting
take
to
a
turn on
solo?
that Frankenstein for a while now. Let's do
All
it.
right.
I'm down for it.
Let's play
do
with
it.
brains.
So we're just going to move you to the laboratory map, since apparently
Yeah.
we're dwelling on that. So
Yep.
now it does occur to you. You can find the brain in the cabinet. But like, I mean, it's probably a little bit trickier to just like. I mean, you're probably going to have to like install that brain, right? That might be.
Who's got the best healing check?
Quick.
Mine is only 3.
Someone call Mose. He knows how to install things.
Yeah.
Panavore might have a decent healing check as a cleric.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
mine's
do.
3.
It's not brain surgery.
Can I try something? What let's look at the
Do you guys- do you
Frankenstein.
You guys are rushing into this, which is great. But do you want to have a quick conversation about what your plan is here and who's going to do what and what the strategy is, just in case?
What's the setup like? Is there like a big switch on the wall?
There is
and-
there is totally a big switch.
Okay.
There is it's not a switch so much as a lever, Jason.
Okay.
It's on the eastern side of the platform.
I see it
Can
there.
you see it there? It's it looks like it's a switch. It looks like it's built into a big panel. It looks like there's a lot of cabling heading up into the ceiling of the laboratory. Perhaps it goes to the ceiling of Save Off Manor itself. You could throw it now. It's currently in the off position, but you feel like probably it's not. Now is not quite the right time, right? Because the creature
No
on
brain
the
in
slab, the creature on the slab has just an open head, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, we
So
could,
is-
if it wakes up and is not friendly and helpful.
And just, I don't know if we may have described this quite some time ago. The creature on the slab is quite large too. It's about 7 feet tall, wrapped in bloody gauze and sheets. You can see some of the parts that are exposed to appear to be from a variety of sources, hastily stitched together. Well, maybe not hastily, but with some care in some places and less in others. It does seem pretty intact though.
I think they'll be friendly. It'll be fun. Let's try it.
So the slab, the slab that it's on, is it like a table or is it a solid slab?
I think it's like a stone slab, basically.
And its legs, or
it's covered with a thin sheet of metal. Cables run from the sheet of metal to electrical conduits that seem connected to that large switch.
Is there
Can we tie it down?
Erica sees where I was going with that question.
You could attempt to, though it does occur to you it might be. It's probably going to be hard to do it. Also, the creature is quite big, and if you were to physically restrain it well, it's having electricity coursing through it. That could also be an experience. So you could try.
I mean, it might not hurt to just use rope to tie it down.
Sure,
because that's the thing that rope actually does.
Yeah, that is not an insane use of rope. I'll allow it.
I also can cast web, but it's a daily, so maybe I'd rather wait and see if that looks like it's going to get up and move, and then I could cast web.
Sure.
To try
I'd hold off on that.
Does it have
I'm standing in the corner,
open brain hole where I can just stick in a brain and close it up?
Okay, are you a doctor?
No, I'm not.
He's a healer.
Yeah, I'm a Templar.
Okay,
this isn't the first brain hole he's seen.
A cranium.
I mean, you can't just drop it in there. You got to connect it up.
Yeah,
like this isn't just.
Am I capable of that?
Make a heal check.
Do you guys want to have a discussion about who is good at healing and who is going to do that? Because that's a significant challenge. No, we're.
Well, we did just talk about who's good at healing, and
I have a 19. I rolled a 19 on heal check.
Oh,
all right.
As you're far better than I am.
How's that go, Tony?
Well, we haven't flipped the switch yet.
I rolled a 10, so.
So
I think you get the brain in.
Yeah, you're not really sure.
With
I mean,
Anya
it's in
assisting.
the head. Oh, does Anya assist?
She said she rolled a 10. I don't know if that's enough.
I don't think a 10 helps.
No.
Unless it's 10 plus a lot.
10 plus 40.
So you don't think it's like it's in there, but you don't think it's quite right. So hold on a second.
Are there any pictures in the notebooks?
I don't know why.
Anatomy
Insert
book.
brain A into slot B.
I don't know why we're doing this other than that it's something to do.
You love it.
You feel like maybe you just got it in the wrong orientation.
It might be backwards.
Turn it around.
Try again. Try turning it off and turning it back on.
Just got in the wrong brain slot.
Yeah, you now you realize which way the brain. Okay, you spend a little bit much time.
You figure out what you did wrong.
Probably everybody should be thinking about what their role in the party is and how Panavar got promoted to this. Panavar, can you make sure your token's next to the body just in case that's relevant later? No reason.
I feel like that's maybe going to be relevant.
Before we flip the switch, everybody should figure out where they are.
All right.
Before you flip the switch, someone needs to cackle.
Yeah. It's not alive yet.
Panavar, you feel like you got it this time. You stitched the head closed. You feel like, probably you'd never put a brain into something before, but you feel good about this.
That's about as good as you can
expect.
This
is also, this is way outside the experience of your normal cleric. So you're really pushing boundaries here. That's good.
He's learning new skills. You can update your LinkedIn expertise.
Endorsed for brain insertion.
Yep. I am standing up here just to, I've got the kid just in case things go terribly awry. I can run for the exit.
And Cedric would rather be near the bat pit than in the room.
That says
with the
something.
lab, apparently.
Yeah,
we don't have to do this. I don't have to flip the switch. We can
Nope.
just go back upstairs and continue searching the various rooms.
That was like a practice. That was a practice brain run.
She can Anya can read the books up in the attic. There's other things we could do. We can look in the library. We don't have to do this. I can leave this guy here. We can flip him on our way out and see what happens.
But what if he has some information that is helpful to us? That's the question. But we don't know for sure that it's going to come alive and try to kill all of us. Maybe this is the right brain. All the other brains would have been bad. This one might be helpful.
Yeah, it may just be that they haven't tested this one yet, and it is also going to be homicidal and.
Well, that was the person, not the brain. The person went
That's true.
homicidal.
You're right.
Then they were killed, and the brain was
The
harvested.
person's brain could be totally different.
Right. You're not your brain.
All right, well, nobody's telling me to stop, so
We're doing it.
I'm going to flip the switch.
I'm hiding in the other room, but we're doing it.
Sorry, I'm going to pull the lever.
All right, and so you do. There's somewhere above Save-Off Manor, there's, it seemed like a clear night when you walked in, but somewhere there's thunder and lightning. Electricity crackles throughout the lab. Several vials bubble, and Jacob's ladder makes that neat noise. And all of the electricity heads in the direction of the body on the slab. It courses over it, and then everything is quiet. and then the creature stirs.
Yay!
And it says, I want to kill you all.
So the creature, you tied it down, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So
and I'm
it's
standing by with web if it
it's
looks
stirring.
Like
It looks like it's trying to sit up.
Oh,
somebody talk to it.
Yeah, Panavar, say hello to it. Panavar left. Hello, creature.
This is the worst time ever to leave. Yeah, I like that. Jason animates the monster and then's like, I'm going to walk away from the computer now.
under the table.
Hello, Curry. Hello. What's the name? Clerval.
Mr. Mrs. Clerval.
Oh, please, you can call me Henry.
Henry, something big has happened. Something shocking.
Tell me more. And
He dies. He dies immediately. You killed him.
Some sort of mad
you had me at
scientist removed your brain, and we found it and put it in this body that you're in now.
Heavens. I feel okay. I apologize. Perhaps due to the brain thing, I'm having trouble remembering your name. Have we met? I'm Henry Clerval.
Hi, my name is Panavor. I'm a Templar. How are you feeling, and how did you come to be in Savoth Manor, which is where we found your brain?
Well, my brain. That I'm still having trouble getting over that one. That's going to take me a while. My paramour was Melanie Savoth. So you tell me we are in the manor here.
Yes, this is the basement lab in the manor.
I can't say that I was ever shown the basement in any of my travels here. This is dreadful. I don't think my hands have always looked like this. I hope not. Maybe something's wrong with my eyes. Yes. Well, I was courting Melanie Savoth, and I don't remember. There was some disagreement with her father. He was not a fan of me. But I don't remember what happened next. Do you know him?
We know of him.
We know of him. He sounds
Lord
like a
Savoth.
terrifying fellow. Yes.
Yes.
Malthus.
Yes, I'm not a fan of him. I don't remember what happened.
I
Do you
think
remember,
maybe he killed
what
you
year
and
is it?
removed your brain.
You keep saying that, and it doesn't make any more sense the next time you say it. But
Great bedside manner, Panavor.
I appreciate.
Great
I'm
slab
trying
side manner.
here. He goes to stand up, if that's okay.
Well, he's still tied down unless you untie him.
He has no trouble tearing the ropes
Okay.
away from him.
Okay.
There we
All
go.
right.
Well, so you saved me. Well, have I always been this tall? Are you short? You don't look short.
No, you are the body that we put you in was laying here, and it seems to be a very large body assembled by. I assume Malthus did this to you.
Panavor is
Malthus-
not sugarcoating anything.
No,
Malthus did this to me. Are you sure you didn't do it to me? I mean,
No,
I don't
we've-
want to presume.
no, we found you. We're here because
Show him the
Malthus
cabinet.
seems to have kidnapped 2 children, and we're trying to save them. If you'd like to see where they kept all the other brains, there are 23 brains over in that cabinet.
I don't want to look at 23 brains.
I don't either, quite frankly, but I just want you to know this is the level of evil that is happening here right now, and we're trying to save. We found one of the children, but the other child seems to be with Malthus, and we're trying to find them and save them.
This is a lot to take in.
I appreciate that.
Do you mind if I just stick with you guys for now? I really appreciate what you've done here.
I would be happy for you to come with us, and maybe this would be a good thing for you to do, is get some revenge on Malthus and help us save that innocent child.
And you
Would
might
you
know the
mind
layout
carrying
of
a
the...
unconscious kid around with you?
Oh, sure. I guess that seems. Is that? You guys are the good guys, right?
He's still adapting here. You can see the kid. When we found the one child, the boy. We need to find the girl too. But if you feel okay, you could come along with us. That would be great. We would appreciate
I
the help.
definitely don't feel okay, but I feel like my options are limited.
Yes, it's true.
Yes,
well, let's go. We can go up to the first floor of the manor. You probably will recognize that.
You're not
the
planning
hallway.
to stay in the manor. Like, we're going to
No.
leave eventually, right?
Oh, yeah.
This-
No.
Getting
No,
out.
we have heard that if we stay overnight and sleep here, we will own it. But we're not planning to do that.
that doesn't seem correct. I was a lawyer briefly.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, I had just heard that.
I think you should really retain better counsel.
No,
Perhaps
we
I could
need-
be of services. Do you think I can still practice the law?
Probably.
I don't see why not.
You might need to take a test again, get a new license, but I'm sure you could. No, we
My
just really
head
want to find
really
the other
hurts.
child and get the hell out of here.
Well, you lead the way. I'm happy to help. In all things legal, or I don't. My fists seem really big. Does this seem big
Yes.
to you?
Yeah, oh,
Yes.
it's very large. You're very intimidating. You may really be able to smack one on Malthus. That could be good.
Can we leave this place? This laboratory.
Let's get out of here.
quite
Let's come
dreadful.
follow me. Let's go up the staircase over here into the main room.
And so he
entryway.
does. So Henry has joined your party. He's basically.
Hello,
I don't know
Henry.
if you guys have had this in D&D, but he's an NPC that's going to be on your side.
Torchbearer.
He's got combat abilities.
I bet.
It does occur to you that given his reanimated nature, there's probably some things he's very resistant to, and some things that he's very vulnerable to. So he's
Stay
also
away from me.
he's pretty slow too. No offense, so Henry. His speed is 4, and he can't run.
He won't
he's
be
kinda
running
awkward.
past the bats.
No, he's not going to do that. Probably pretty vulnerable to fire and radiant. Probably
Fire bad. Sure.
pretty
makes sense.
resistant to lightning and necrotic. Anything else they should know about Henry? He's unarmed, but he's got giant.
He's got 2 arms.
fists.
Yeah.
See what I'm working with. See what I'm working with, people.
So I want to go to the attic. I'm looking at the time. We've got like not even 45 minutes. So I want to go to the attic and check out the books up there.
Okay.
I agree,
that's a good
especially
idea.
now that you can read them. That would be very, very convenient.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Henry is going to lumber after you through the mansion. I think he probably would have a hard time navigating the ladder to the attic. So he might hang out down below if that's okay with you guys. He could keep an eye on James. Since carrying
Yeah, I
Ja-
think that's
carrying
great.
James up a ladder seems like
Not a good idea.
To the attic we go. Here you are, once again, in the attic, entertaining you, etc.
I guess you guys. I think that was toward the end of the last session, so you were in the attic only very briefly.
We were booking through.
Yeah.
Speaking of booking, Anya, do you want to come over here on the lower right side and hang out with me in these books? Because I heard a relatively reliable rumor that in the attic are a set of books that are protected by powerful magics that can only be dispelled by a command phrase visible in total darkness, which means you should be able to read it regardless of the darkness thanks to your magical HTC Vive.
Can she read in the dark though? I mean, she can understand languages, but can she actually see something that's in the dark?
Here's hoping. Wait, no, Panivore, you're the one with dark vision,
Panivore,
right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So Panivore can read the word, and then we can turn the lights up. And
Well, so to refresh your memory here, in the attic, there is this curtain of thick red cloth that you pushed aside to walk up to an altar. Behind the curtain are wooden steps leading up to a stone altar set into the southern wall. There are the statue of large bronze demons on either side. And atop the altar are 3 books, each with a leather clasp, a leather cover, and a gold clasp that keeps them shut, and a candelabra with 4 light candles. The books are, from left to right, red, gray, and blue.
Okay.
let's look at the red one.
How are you examining? Are you
I don't know.
opening the book? Are you are you looking at the books, or are you actually like opening
Is
the
there
books?
light in this room? Is the candle lit?
Yes, the candle is lit.
Yeah.
There are 4
Maybe
candles.
maybe
are
we
lit.
need to blow it out to get that complete darkness.
Can she see anything with the light on?
I just described the room to you, so
Yep.
that's what you see with the lights
All
on.
right.
Can I do an Arcana check to make sure that these books won't blow up in your face?
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Great.
Let's all go.
7. Nope. Somebody roll Arcana.
Magic.
I got a 20. Wait, hang on.
24
I got a
for
22.
me.
26.
All right, so you get enough of this to see that you can sense that these books on the altar radiate a multitude of different forms of paragon level magic, which is level 11
jeez.
and above.
So above us. Well, maybe we should try the complete darkness thing.
Okay.
Will this
Pull the
curtain
candle.
completely obscure light?
From the other side, yes.
Ooh.
Like, I mean, yeah, if you're in here and so the light from here is all being provided in this particular room by the candles.
Okay, let's blow out the candle.
You blow out the candles.
Good job,
the room
Brian.
is dark. For a moment, as your eyes adjust, nothing seems to happen. But then, as you begin to be able to see in the dark, you notice something faintly on the southern wall. You notice large bluish-green letters glowing eerily in the darkness. They say, Nemo Omnia Novit.
Will,
Does
I
that
know
mean
you're on the
anything to
outside,
Anya?
but that's really, really weird.
Okay.
So Anya, what does that mean?
That's legit.
That's legit? Okay.
Yeah.
Latin is Latin. Abyssal.
Latin is
the
a
whole
language
bit.
from a different parallel universe.
Yeah.
You know this phrase translates to "no one knows everything."
Okay.
Ooh.
Can we now pick up the books and take them to
You
somewhere
might have
where
to
I can
say it out
actually read
loud.
them? But can I read them in the dark? I thought that we were just getting the keyword in the dark.
No, I think that it was that there's a magic that's protecting the books that can be dispelled by
The
was that
protection can be dispelled by a command phrase visible only in total darkness. Yeah, say it out loud, and then the level 11 magic will go away.
Oh, okay,
We
so
hope.
Nemo Omnia Novit.
All right. So you say the words. Nothing incredibly obvious happens, but you get a feeling of something being lifted.
Our spirits?
Yes.
All right, can we open the
very
can we open the curtain again?
Sure. Absolutely.
All right, I cast light on another coin.
Okay, so it's once again well lit here. I mean, there were also candles that you could have relit, but whatever, do your thing.
It's so much easier to just go. Boop.
Okay, so you got some books.
You should cast light on a candle.
Oh, good idea.
Actually, I will do that. Yes. There you go.
Okay, so can I read them?
Well, tell me which book you are going to look at.
The red one.
All right, so the red one is the first one. You have spoken the command phrase. You open it, and nothing really happens. Oh, sorry.
Something happens.
Oh. He's just
Not
reading
really.
the thing where it says nothing happens.
But it says it in Latin, so it's extra cool.
That's right. A lot of conferring.
DM
Okay,
sidebar.
Sorry.
All right.
Gesturing, even.
So, the red book is filled with powerful magical recommendations, and as you pour over it, Anya, you're just compelled to read several passages out loud.
That can't be good.
Uh-oh.
And in fact, it is good. Everyone present, which I guess is all of you because you didn't split the party, receives a permanent. You're going to want to note this on some of your character sheets. +1 bonus to fortitude, reflex, and will. A permanent +2 bonus to all saving throws, including death saving throws. A permanent +2 bonus to all intelligence and wisdom-based skills in which you are trained. And an action point.
Yay.
Could you read that
Wow.
again?
Yeah. So
We're gonna have to update our character sheets.
and in fact, this is outside the bounds of like what the we can't actually.
D&D normally does.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't factor these in for you easily.
Yeah, these
I'm going to
unfortunately
paste it
have
into
to kind of
this
mark
for
up.
you guys too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Dan's pasted it into the chat. So
That should say reflex. It doesn't. I don't know why.
Re-X.
yeah.
My Re-X defense.
Weirdly
is so
enough,
much
I have
better.
an issue where copying out of PDFs, it always takes out FL for some reason. I think
It's
it's
'cause
the
it's a
kerning.
ligature.
Yeah,
It's a font thing, yeah.
It's a ligature.
It's so annoying. It's so
Check your
annoying.
ligature.
Check your ligature before you wreck your ligature.
Oh.
So good job. That was like that was an optional thing that you could have done that gave you. That's like a huge huge bonus
Yeah.
that you've all gotten, and is permanent as far as this adventure is concerned. Do you want to do anything else in the attic? There is a side room that I think
There's
again
2
you
more
explored
books, right?
Very briefly.
Or did they disappear?
Anya, Zal, do you want to look at the other books?
I can't. I figure I can't understand them anyway, so
Okay.
I'll let Anya look at them.
The other books,
Unless you want me to.
Just
What does everyone else think?
Actually, what are they written in?
well, you're gonna have to open them to find out.
No, I mean, or the one that Anya what language was it written in that she looked at?
I believe they're written in common.
Okay.
I think once you have spoken the command phrase, essentially, you would not have a problem reading it. The trick is mainly the diffusing part of it.
Do we want to look at the other ones or quit while we're ahead? Of course, now we're buffed up, so I feel like whatever comes, we might be
Fortune
better.
We took a
favors the
box.
bold.
We can take a book.
All right.
Okay, so what were the other two, blue and
Gray.
gray?
I'll look at the next one if you want me to.
Sure.
All right, I will open the blue.
Zal opens the book, ready to be bestowed upon all this knowledge.
Zal, are you sure you want to do this?
Blue.
Are you sure about blue?
Yeah. Just want to be sure. Final answer?
Yeah.
All right, so you open the blue book. It has a list of car values. No,
I was going to say.
Weird.
No, I know I have to write a test now.
As you
This is D&D. They would be horse values. Dragon values.
use dragons, don't buy a used dragon. Lisa dragon. Trust me, it's a much better value. You open
Who's
up.
Lisa, and why is she a dragon?
She's my cousin. That's why.
We never finish this book. This book never gets finished. It's the book that never. You flip
Zal-
through the pages, ready to be astounded by the knowledge.
Are you sure you want to read this one?
Blue, really?
This isn't a different one. It's the same book.
The pages are blank. There is nothing on them.
Oh no. What
Nothing
language
here,
are
guys.
they blank in?
They're blank in every language.
Whoa. All right, well, I'll look at the other one then. I'm assuming it's also blank.
Are you sure you want to look at the gray book?
Yeah. Are you sure? Gray?
100%?
Yep.
Final answer?
Yes.
It's empty.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Empty? Like not even any paper in it? That's weird.
It's got a flask in it.
It's
Just
empty.
cardboard
Yeah.
insert on the spine.
I owe you one book.
Oh, there is a monster at the end of the book, but it's Grover.
Yeah. There's just a thing.
Very
There's a piece
cuddly.
of paper from Kenner that says they'll get you.
Next year, you'll get a book.
I'm a dragonborn. I was probably the monster all along.